President Trump's first State of the Union happening tonight, and one of the biggest topics he'll be hitting on is national security. So, how has President Trump's approach on foreign policy panned out over his first year? Here now to weigh in is former CIA analyst Fred Fleitz. Thank you for joining us this morning, Fred. So I'll just start off with, how do you think he's done in his first year?
I think he's had a pretty successful year. I would add that on terrorism, I don't think people realize that ISIS soon will not control any territory in Iraq or Syria, and this is because of President Trump's policies. He changed the rules of engagement. He stopped micromanaging what was going on the ground. He trusted his generals. ISIS is still a global, worldwide terrorist movement, but it soon will not be an organization that controls territory.
Well, right. ISIS has lost 98% of the territory that it once held. Just talk about how big of a deal that is.
It's a significant blow to ISIS's reputation, its ability to recruit followers worldwide. It will not be able to use Iraq and Syria as a safe haven to promote terrorism worldwide. Now, it is moving into other ungoverned spaces. It's still trying to recruit followers over the internet. The battle's not over, but this was a significant blow to this organization.
Well, right. The fact that you're making them have to rethink what their plan and their approach. And is a lot of this in part because of the more aggressive approach by the Trump administration?
I think there's no doubt about that. And it's interesting that people on the left like to say, well, look, the president's just continuing Mr. Obama's policies. President Obama's policies against ISIS were very restricted. The bombings were restricted, and that's why ISIS was not going to be wiped out under Barack Obama or, frankly, under Hillary Clinton. It is President Trump who said, frankly, during the campaign, I want to bomb the hell out of them, and that's what we've done.
We've spent a lot of time this last year, especially the last few months, talking about North Korea. And just last week, a couple days ago, new sanctions were handed down on North Korea. How do you think President Trump is doing as far as that's concerned?
Well, let's be clear. President Trump inherited a mess. He said that. He's exactly right. But I think there have been some hopeful signs. Bear in mind, early this month, North Korea turned on a north-south military hotline that was turned off during the Obama administration because it is concerned about President Trump. It fears President Trump, and I think there are some signs it may be willing to enter talks. I am worried that this might be just propaganda, but we know that the policy of the last administration of doing nothing, of strategic patience, only encouraged the North Koreans to advance their missile and nuclear programs. President Trump is standing up to them. He's passed very tough resolutions in the UN Security Council. He's pressed China to cooperate with UN sanctions. There's some hope on the horizon. What's
your message to people who at this point are still uncomfortable with the rhetoric, with the way President Trump speaks about North Korea and about Kim Jong-un?
Well, there are many who said, look, President Trump has caused tensions to surge with North Korea. In 2013, there was a crisis with North Korea that was so severe that several nations evacuated their embassies from the capital of North Korea. So let's not claim these tensions are Mr. Trump's fault. He is standing up to a nation that has been posting videos on the internet to nuke the United States. He's threatening nuclear war against this country, and I think he's basically saying to North Korea, we're fed up with these threats. You have to denuclearize.
Before we let you run, is there anything you specifically would like to hear tonight?
I would like to hear President Trump say, I am backing out of the fraudulent nuclear deal with Iran. It is not stopping Iran's nuclear program. It actually is giving Iran an opportunity to advance this program while pretending to cooperate. And I think the time is up with this program, with this agreement. I think the president has to say, I'm planning on getting out of it.
All right, Fred, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.